Hello everyone, this is an equation. We can solve it. We will get a polynomial. Then we have to use rational root theorem to get one of the root. Then we make a synthetic division to simplify it into a quadratic and value of t, the one of the root. So now what we are going to do, we have to solve by 99. This is minus 70 root 2 all cube. This is cube root equals x minus y root 2. Then we get 99. This cancels this. 70 root 2 equals bracket x minus y root 2 cube. This is the same as x minus y root 2 squared times x minus y root 2. Then we have to open this bracket, open the bracket, x squared minus two x y root 2 plus square this term y 2y squared bracket x minus y root 2. So what we are going to do next, we have to multiply x squared by x, then y root 2 minus 2xy root 2 times x times minus y root 2, 2y squared times x times y root 2. So we get x cubed minus x squared y root 2 plus 6x y squared minus 2 y cube root 2. Then we get 99 here minus 70 root 2. So if we take common factor root 2 as a common factor, taking root 2 out as a common factor, we get equals 99 minus 70 root 2 x cubed plus 6x y squared minus 3x squared y plus 2y cubed bracket root 2. So from this root 2 and from this root 2, from this term and this term equals this term, and this term equals this term by looking at the equation of equality. By the law of equality, those two terms are equal to those two terms on the other side. So we get x cubed plus 6xy squared equals 99 3x squared y plus 2y cube equals 70. See, in order to get rid of those two terms, these two big numbers, we have to multiply this equation by 99 and this equation by 70. So we get 70 times the top one, we get 70 x cubed plus 420 xy squared equals 99 times 70. And this term, this number times the second equation, which we get 297 x squared plus 198 y cubed equals 99 times 70. So if we subtract this equation from the first one, we get 70 x cubed plus 420 xy squared minus 297 x squared y is here plus minus 198 y cubed equals 0. Then if we divide the whole equation by y cubed in order to make a nice substitution, we get 70 x over y cubed plus 420 x over y minus 297 x over y squared minus 198 equals 0. So if we substitute t to the equation, we get 70. We have common term in all the terms. X over y is a common term, so we get 70t cubed plus 420t minus 297t squared minus 198 equals 0. So if we rearrange a little bit, we get 70t cubed minus 297t squared plus 420t minus 198 equals 0. Then we get a polynomial. This is our polynomial. We have a coefficient in front of the t cube. T is has a power of 3, and we have a coefficient in front of the t, so this is the rational root theorem. So we can use rational root theorem to work out one of the root of the equation. So what the rational roots theorem say, if you divide factors of last term by dividing by factors of first term, what we get, this is the last term and this is the first term. So remember, this is not equal 198 over 70. No, we say factors. So what we have for factors of the last term, we have factors of last term. We get 1 minus plus for all of them, 1, 2, 3, 11, because 198 is divided by 1. 198 can be divided by 2. 198 can be divided by 3. 3 times 66 is that. 198 can be divided by 11, which is 18. So these are the factors of the last term, and the factors of the first term is minus plus 1. 70 can be divided by 1. 70 can be divided by 2. 70 can be divided by 2, 1, 2, 5, 7. So we have all these factors over all these factors. So one of them, 4 times 4, we have 16 different 4 times 4 factors times 4 factors. So we have 16 different factors. For example, we have 1 over 1, 1 over 2, 1 over 5, 1 over 7, 2 over 1, 2 over 1, 2 over 2, 2 over 5, 2 over 7, and so on. But if we want to find one of the root of the equation, of this equation, we can work out every time we have to put one of these values into the equation to see which one makes the equation equals 0. So if we put all these terms, each one of those 16 fractions, rational roots, into the equation, which one makes the equation equal 0, that's one of the roots. So in this term, 3 over 2 making the equation 3 over 2 making the equation equals 0. So we rewrite the equation again. 70 t cubed minus 297 t squared plus 420 t minus 198 equals 0. So we said 3 over 2 t equals 3 over 2 is the only factor which makes the whole equation equal 0, is one of the root. So how do we know that? How can we be sure? You can try all the other factors, it doesn't work, but if you plug this in, 73 over 2 cube minus 297, 3 over 2 squared plus 420, 3 over 2 minus 198 equals 0. Equals 0. So if you calculate all this, it will give you the equation one of the root, which is t equals 3 over 2, which equals 2t minus 3. Minus 3 equals 0. So what we can do now, how we can work it out, we do a synthetic division. How we do it, let's try. 2t minus 3, and we have 70t cubed minus 297t squared plus 420t minus 198 . So if we times that by that, so what number should we multiply to get 70t cubed? We have to multiply by 35t squared. Times that, we get 70t cubed minus 105t squared. So if we subtract those two equations, this equals 0 minus 192t squared, and we bring this down plus 420t. So again, what number we have to multiply 200 to get 192 to get 192 squared? We have to multiply by minus 96t. 96t. So what we get, minus 192 t squared plus 188 t. So we get those two equal, cancel out, we get 0 here, we get 132 minus 198 minus 198. Then if we multiply, so this was 132t. So if we multiply by plus 66, we get 132t minus 198. Hey, we work it out, we get 0, 0. Therefore 2, 3 2t minus 3 is one of the root. 2t minus 3 is one of the root because everything cancelled out at the end of the synthetic division. We said 2t minus 3 is one of the root. So if we do this, then we get 35t squared minus 96t plus 66. So if we calculate the determinant, you know what is it? The formula for determinant for AC. If we calculate the determinant, we get minus number under the root. So this is not a real, it doesn't have a real root. So we ignore this. So 2t minus 3 is one of the real roots, equals 0. T equals 3 over 2 equals, but t equals x over y. Therefore, x over y equals 3 over 2. So by looking at the equation, x equals 2, y equals, x equals 3, sorry, y equals 2. So how do we know we got the right answer? How do you know we got the right answer? So if we plug in x equals 3, if we plug in x equals 3, y equals 2 into these equations, we get 99 minus 70 root 2. So it will tell us that our calculation is correct. That's one of the real roots. Thank you very much for watching.